Keon, and Cal seems to think that it's just as easy for you as running hard, and that's going to lead to this other stuff. Is it that simple, or is there something else that needs to at nights like this?
That definitely helps. Run the floor. You have great guards like Davion, Tyty, Sarvir. They're going to get you open shots. And if you run the floor, good things happen for you. And also with me, it was just the matter of just continually to play hard, not worrying about what could happen, what might happen. Just, play hard and just bring energy. When we have energy, energy the ball finds energy. So that's really what happened.
Larry Vaught will go to you, and then Kyle Tucker.
So, Keon, just wanted, was this like a confidence-building game for you, or is your confidence need any building?
My confidence can wane from time to time, and that's not a good thing. What really helped me was going home, spending time with my family a little bit, especially with my little brothers. And you go home and you see these 17 and 16-year-olds and see how much they look up to you. And, it really helped me kind of lock back in on, like, what I really need to do to play well. And I think that's what really helped me a lot.
Kyle Tucker, go ahead.
Yeah, does it help to have a guy that you're so competitive with? I mean, obviously the team depends, but with you and Jacob, it seems like any given night, either one of you could have a big night. Does it light a fire to be trying to hold him off, to stay on the floor, I guess, in that battle for minutes?
I don't really even think we're really battling for minutes. That's just how the games has been going lately. We've talked about it. One of these games, both of us are going to play very well at the same time. But like with Jacob, we do everything together as far as we lift together, we work out together. We're hanging out a lot, and just the natural competitive fire that we have in each other, it pushes us every day. And, he's helped me get a lot better, and hopefully I'm doing the same for him.
Gary Graves, you have the next question?
Yeah, Keon, I guess there was a couple of stretches in the game. You all were down by 1 point, and I guess they got moving on in the second half, and then you all kind of turned it back on. Was there anything that you said to your teammates to kind of flip that switch again, and things were better from there?
Missouri, they're a good team, and it's a game of runs. They went on a run. We started off the game on a run, then they went on a run. And now I just, explain to the guys, you just got to keep playing and playing hard. They made their run. Now it's time for us to make another one. And after we did that, we kind of started to open the game up a little bit. But, you got to give credit to them. They weren't going to go away. They're a good, well-coached team, really physical. So we just knew we had to keep playing.
Sean Hale, back to you.
Keon, yesterday, Jacob and Tyty told us that so much of your all's improvement recently has been about the team kind of finding its swagger. For you, where does that come from? How do you kind of flip that switch?
My swagger, it has to come through my energy. Using my size, my length, my athleticism to make plays, running the floor. When I do things like that, good things happen, not just for me, but for the whole team. I think that's what builds my swagger, then allows me to have fun playing a game when I'm flying around and just, making effort plays.
Gary Tipton, you got next?
Yeah, you mentioned that you spend a lot of time with Jacob. What do you like about him? Why do you think you guys connect?
I mean, Jacob's a good dude, and we're very similar in some ways, especially like with our our build, body type. Just the way we go about things is kind of the same, but also very different too. So we kind of mesh. Then Jacob is special because he's always positive. For a person like that, me and him play the same position. We could not be friends, not talk to each other, but Jacob always goes out of his way to be a friend to me, and I try to do the same to him. So that's really what makes our bond special.
thought you had a follow-up.
Yeah, you go to me.
Yeah, I thought you had a follow-up, and then you put your hand down.
Yeah, so my connection is terrible. Keon, there's a handful of times every game where Oscar ends up in a midair somebody else on the team, of his own teammate for a rebound. What's going through your mind when it's you? I think you almost took your head off tonight with an elbow on one. How much does that sort of everybody trying to match Oscar on the glass, match his sort of or is that good for the team?
Yeah, it is. I mean, rightfully so. Oscar is very selfish about his rebounds, and that's a good thing because he's capable of going and grabbing 30 of them, and then that brings our level up to like, dang, we're not gonna let Oscar grab all of them. So then we try to go down there and grab some. I mean, it's tough because if he gets his hands on the ball, it's his. So you've seen there's been a couple of times where we both, Oscar and somebody else, get their hands on the ball. You might as well just let go and let him have it because you're not going to rip that away from him. But, the way he rebounds is exceptional, and that really, really helps our team with our competitiveness of, getting the ball off the rim and flying.
Guys, let's get two more for Keon, then we get Tyty in here. Go ahead, John Long and Jared.
Hey, Keon, you and Jacob play the same position, but you're very different in terms of your skills out there on the court. What is it about Jacob's game that really impresses you and that maybe you wish your game was a little bit more like his?
What I admire about Jacob is his constant energy, the way he's able to, fly around, be aggressive, guard so many different positions, use his athleticism to make it hard on people. That's something I try to take from him. Me and Jacob can both do a lot of the same things, but then there's, some things that I can do that he can't, and there's other things that he can do that I can't. So I think, we mesh together really well, and Coach has a good, problem to have, deciding whether, where to play us to.
Jerry, end us off with Keon.
Yeah, Coach was saying that he doesn't want players to be impacted by shots not going in. Don't let that affect everything else you can do. How common is that, do you think, for any player to, be influenced by whether the ball goes in?
I mean, that's pretty natural. I mean, the name of the game is really putting the ball in the bucket, and everybody, have dreams of scoring X amount of points and doing this and doing that. But, as you get older, and the more you mature, you fall into roles, and you got to accept that role. And we got a very unique team because some nights it might not be your night, but another night it will be. So on those nights where it's not yours, you got to figure out how you're going to affect the game. Are you going to defend? Are you going to rebound? Are you going to dive for loose balls? Stuff like that. So with this team that we have a really good, understanding of, it can be anybody at any time. And, if it's not you, you try to do whatever you can to help us win.
All right, guys, we'll let Keon go. We got Tyty here, so
I was in a lot of talk before Keon played tonight. As his teammate, how can you tell when he's going to have a night?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, as Keon's teammate, how can you tell when he's going to have a big night in this game?
I can tell when Keon's gonna have a good night by, how he starts the game off. This game he started off, he set the tone really. I mean, he was the aggressor for us, going in there, offensive rebounds. After he got that first putback in traffic over Oscar and everybody, I knew he was gonna have a big game. Cause he's really physical. So with him just accepting the car crash like that and just playing through bumps and contact and still finishing, I knew he was gonna have a really good game.
questions for Tyty, guys. John Clay, you got next?
And then Missouri's had their struggles, but they play a physical style of basketball. How physical was it out there, and how can a game like this help you guys in the future?
I can't hear them.
Play a physical style game. How can this game help you in the future?
Oh, he said I played physical?
They play a physical
Oh, the other
game.
team.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so this definitely could help us a lot. We knew coming in they were gonna be physical, that they crashed offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, that they were gonna try to push and shove us. So like this week of practice, we pretty much been doing that to each other. So when we got into the game, I mean they were still doing it, but like we were used to it. So we just knew if we were their aggressors first, if we've been aggressive first, they'd have to step back, and once they stepped back, we just kept the pressure on them the whole time.
Jerry Tipton, you got next, and Gary Graves.
That coach was on earlier, he said he doesn't want any players being making their game dependent on the shots going in. Don't be affected by that. How common do you think that is for any player to be affected when the ball goes in, plays them?
I feel like people who play like that, like only play good if they're making shots. I feel like that just hinders their game, really. I mean, basketball is more than just about making shots, really. So, with coach telling us that, like, you're not gonna make every shot. So, like, if you miss a shot, don't get mad. But like, what else can you bring to the table? So it's just like we all know we're not gonna make every shot. Even Michael Jordan didn't make every shot. So we find other ways, to bring stuff to the table as far as our defense, rebounding, just playing with energy and just playing hard at the end of the day.
Gary Graves, go ahead.
Yeah, Tyty, you all only had 12 assists tonight. I guess any other time, that would be kind of detrimental, but you all seem to offset that tonight.
Yeah, I feel like it was just one of those games where it was just like we wasn't making shots, and it was at times where a lot of us, were just trying to create. We're trying to create. We're doing a little bit too much instead of just playing in the flow of the offense. We were just, not necessarily just trying to score for ourselves, but we were just trying to create instead of just playing within the offense and playing how the offense was normally played with us.
Keith Taylor, go ahead.
Hi, you guys made quite a few free throws tonight. How much do you guys work on free throws, and how important is it to make those free throws in these kind of games?
Yeah. So, we work on free throws quite a bit in practice. We do it every shooting round. That's how we end our shooting rounds. And, during those free throws, Coach Cal makes sure we stay engaged, like we really focus on them. Because, they're free, so we're going to need all the ones we could get. And we got in the bonus pretty early in the second half. So once we got in the bonus, in the huddles and stuff, we were just telling each other, be aggressive, drive to the basket. We're in the bonus, so if they foul, we got free throw opportunities. And, free throws help us because it stops. First of all, it stops the game, so lets us catch our breaths. And it's just, there's free points, so who doesn't like free points?
John Wong.
Our coach is really emphasizing the pace of the game. This time last year, you were playing in high school. Is the pace of the college game about what you expected it to be? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the pace of the game is like way faster. The high school team I was on, we play fast as well, but we don't play this fast. Like it's like you're never walking the ball up. Like you're always at least jogging it up or something, but in trends like missed shots or made baskets, you have to fly down the court. We got this little like sprint coordinated thing on this paper where it tells you how fast you run and like how many times you do it. A's being the best and like F's being pretty bad. Beginning of the season, I was kind of at the bottom, but like ever since we started doing that, I've been keeping up with all the fast guys running in transition now. Had a few A's and a few B's, so yeah.
Guys, anything else for Tyty? All right, we'll get everything to you here in about an hour. Thank you.